Hi guys, I am John Carrick, author of Legacy of Mad Scientist and Legend of Ashley Fox. Today we're looking at 100 Bullets 85 by Brian Azzarello and Eduardo Risso. This pretty in pink cover by Dave Johnson is not Megan Dietrich. It's actually a girl named Sophie who had a run-in with Lono a few issues back. I do not remember exactly which one it was, but I do remember it happening. And I don't remember who her boyfriend was either. She talks about him. Here we have someone in the gym, an old iPod laying there on the floor, while this monster swings these massive pins. I don't know which martial art or exercise uses these. I think it's some Turkish stuff. I don't know. I've seen them before. Anyhow, here we get Benito walking in. He says, "Hey, Crete." Crete looks over. He's interrupted. "Mind if I join you?" "In what?" "I don't know. I thought you might like a spotter." "Like old times, Benito?" "Sure. They're in the locker." "Awesome." "I hate that word. It's lazy. Describes what doesn't even come close to what it actually means." "Dude, it's the opposite of sucks." "You're funny, Benny." "I'm no Benny, buddy." "Then why do you act like one?" "Your father was very worried when you were away." "Was that the point?" "No, Crete, come on." "What was it then?" "Seriously? A girl." "You should tell your father that." "Why? He's got his own to worry about." So, 2 pages, 3 pages, to tell us that Benito knows that his dad and Megan are together, and he does not care. And why should he? Megan's nothing but a thorn in his side. He doesn't want anything to do with that girl. I don't remember who Sophie's boyfriend was. She says it has something to do with Luke Hughes. "Drive your palm up like you're trying to push through his nose. That break will buy you time, and that's what you need. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Kia!" She's got a whole class of girls doing Muay Thai, right? Kickboxing. What was that Billy Blank stuff called? Obviously not kickboxing, but they had a name for it. I don't remember what it was. Oh, damn, Smallville. They all look like, they are. Is that Aquaman? That looks like Hawkeye. I don't know what's going on with Smallville right there. I never watched much of that. I saw, I don't know, half of the first season, maybe. "Sophie." "Yes?" "I just wanted to say thank you." "Well, you're welcome." "No, I mean, really. Thank you. This training has been... I needed this. I wasn't able to sleep after... I know. Neither was I." Cute girls get too much of the wrong attention in this world, and sometimes they have to endure some abuse. "I want to give you something." "I don't need anything." "Me neither anymore." And so those are Sophie's eyes when she sees Lono, Loop, and Jack walk in. It's an ambient. I can sleep on my own now. "Thank you." But Sophie has a different plan, right? Now, meanwhile, out on the beach, we have Augustus Medici. Someone's walking up. Those are someone's legs obscuring the front of the camera right here. "Do you remember how I used to roast lamb every Easter? You'd get so excited the night before when I'd build the fire. And in the morning, you'd come running. I used to pretend to be asleep just so you could wake me up. You couldn't wait to baste that lamb. That always surprised me. Most kids would be more interested in their baskets filled with chocolate." So that's Augustus reminiscing about when Benito was a kid. Only it's not Benito joining him on the beach. It's his girlfriend, who's his son's age. "Obviously, you have me mistaken for someone else." "Oh, sorry, Megan. I know. And I'm concerned." "About Benito?" "No, You. Benito is Benito. Has it ever crossed your mind that that's all he'll ever be? I mean, his little sojourn. Christ faced his devils in the desert as well. Jesus? Benito's? No, he's young. That's the time for mistakes. He's a few months younger than I am. My sweet, what is it they say? Girls mature so much quicker than boys. So that's not really a question, is it? Go for the fucking throat. That is Loop Hughes fighting Jack and Lono. Looks like he's out of breath in the corner. God damn it, look, kid. A man this size will kick your ass 11 times out of 10. So don't give him one fucking chance to. Clock him yesterday before he smells it coming. See, he knows what he can do because his life is all wrapped up in it. Never, never let him know what you can do. Just do it. Man, that is great advice. And I've seen pictures of Brian Azzarello since I started this. I think me doing this has put him into my algorithm. I'm sure my phone is listening and programming all the ads and, whatever I get on YouTube. And I've seen some pictures of him, and he's not one of these guys. He's not. He looks like he's maybe 5'4" and about 100 pounds soaking wet. But I might be wrong. Maybe that was the wrong guy I saw. Kill or be killed, loop-de-loo. It's up to you. Yeah. Bullshit. I'm hitting the sauna. Here he is walking past the girl. Pick me up? Sure. Takes a drink from her. Probably somewhat accustomed to girls giving him drinks. And she, of course, has drugged that. She had the drugs, remember? Maybe I'm spoiling it a little bit, but that's something you should, be able to pick out. Here we have the lamb back on the beach. Again, lately it's been 2 stories at once, not just one. Or not 3, I suppose. But, because we haven't seen Cole in a while. Anyhow, how's the lamb? Delicious. Perfect. Bellissimo. Overdone, says Benito. Perhaps, just a bit, but you can't fault the aim when it was to please. What else can I do? Please. Not the way you can. Benito's being a little crass at dinner with his dad and his dad's girlfriend, who's only a few months older than him, who he has known probably all his life since they were children. Realistically. You son of a bitch. Not yet, I'm not. Though stepson of one seems to be in my future. Does that threaten you? Not at all. Well, then I guess there really is a first time for everything. And this is interesting. Benito is in his dad's shadow. And then Crete comes up and lights his dad's cigar. Oh, yesterday's comic had an ad for Manhunt. And Manhunt, by far, has to be one of the best video games I've ever played in my life. I spent all day today working on the video game and doing something that turned out to have way too many polys to use. I was trying to make a tire barrier for the racing game, reusable sort of one. And I ended up with a very low poly design that I'm not happy with. And it was a lot of work, and it ended up... The problem with working in 3D is when you do something wrong, that time, you learn something, I suppose, but that time is lost. It's very expensive. So Mel Gibson calls school fees, because you got to learn something. You got to go back to school, kid. Megan, we can do this or not do this. I just wonder if you understand that we're being threatened, that our families, of course I do, by men that used to protect us from each other. Why? Because they were stronger at handling our business than we were. We gave that to them. And when we decided we could take care of it ourselves, of course they were threatened. What I wonder is if we can be meaner than they can. So Benito is about to surprise Augustus and Megan. They don't realize Augustus knows who Benito is, but Megan has no idea. Augustus remembers who Benito is because he was Benito once himself. Megan has no idea. No clue. And for what Benito just said, that's some Colonel Kurtz level shit. And that means he's been one very pissed off kid most of his life. Pissed off at being ignored, at being condescended to, at being not taken advantage of, but taken for granted. Looked at with contempt. Thought that he can't contribute. Meaner? Megan asks. Or maybe that was his dad saying, meaner? You know I like to gamble, right, Dad? You don't really approve of it, but let me tell you something. I never sit at a table with the intention of protecting my stake. I'm there to take everyone else's. Usually within 15 minutes, I know who'll come easily and who I'm going to have to piss for. I think lying in the weeds is ill-advised. Letting the other players know I play strong makes them think they're weaker. And once they do, they are. Dad, our families are losing head after head after head. It's time we made the headhunter watch his back. So now we have Lono in the sauna, and he can't breathe because Sophie has poured clear ammonia onto the rocks, and the fumes are about to suffocate him. Whoa. And he goes down. He can't get to the door. He can't open the door. Leave the art up for another second. But he can't open the door because she has slipped a mop handle through it. She's not taking any chances. And she's standing right there too. But remember, Loop and Jack are still in the gym. And there's a good chance they could hear any second now. Boom, 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 boom. Do you remember me? I'll never forget you. He's banging on the door. I'm still tied to you. Sometimes I wake up in bed, paralyzed, like I'm still tied to it. Not as much anymore, but occasionally. I bet you haven't thought about me, though, huh? Since you stepped over my boyfriend's body and walked out the door. Am I right? I could ask what you're doing with his cousin now, but I really don't care. So who is this? Who was she dating? Who was she dating? Oh, she was the girl. No, because that girl got killed. The girl in the story with Spain. And Lono had nothing to do with that. I'm going to have to go back and find out which one what she's talking about. See, all I care about is me. That's not really true. I care about people. And what you did to me, and what you did to me, was a long time I hated myself for it. Then I hated you. No, there's no then. I hate you still. When I saw you come into the gym, I immediately thought you were here to rape me again. You raped me. This girl's pissed. But and here's something that's really interesting. This is fascinating. Brian Azzarello does not let the story run away with itself the way I would, the way I did in my novel, especially the second one here. When Ashley got her revenge, Ashley didn't get raped. But when she got her revenge for being threatened, when she gets her revenge for being disrespected, it's fucking epic. She goes nuts. And mostly she gets revenge for all the other kids who've been murdered because she's up against a gang of serial killers. So it's different than a rapist. But anyhow, back to Sophie. She says, again and again and again, like I said, tied to you. And I realize I will be till the day I die, but not the day you do. And that sucks. You have no idea what you've done to me, how you've infected my life, how hard you've made me cry. I hate you. I promised myself I'd kill you given the chance. And here he is on the floor. I think ammonia fumes are heavier than air, and they fall down to the floor. And so, like, what'll happen is a housewife cleaning a toilet with, Clorox and bleach. That turns into chlorine gas. I think ammonia and bleach turns into something else. Cyanide gas, maybe. And this is it. And then we get this thrown meat, right? I needed to show you that I could. Oh, that's Augustus. He's back at the beach where there's only two stories. I'm not like you, but you are like me. You're vulnerable. So she caught him. She caught Lono because he didn't suspect her. And Lono has always, throughout this entire series, he's been the guy to leap first and look later, or not look at all. He's got Croatoa tattooed across his stomach. But you know what I am? Better than you. And if she were better, that looks like a human leg, doesn't it? If she were better than Lono, she might have found a different way to get rid of him. Now she has to fear his revenge. He still might come and rape her again and kill her. And I'm trying to remember who her boyfriend was. Her cousin, tied to a bed. I do remember the scene. I remember seeing it. What's on the back? Superman Doomsday. Todd McFarlane took total credit for that. But anyhow, I love this cover. It's a great cover. Look at that thick line, contour lines. Good stuff. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.